Hey everyone, I'm Nina Zadeh with Sidewalker Daily, and in today's video, I want to talk about LinkedIn tips. And mostly who I'm talking to at the other end of the screen is going to be for my influencers, creatives, entrepreneurs, coaches, and because that's who I speak to on the day-to-day, and I wanted to create this video to help those people really optimize their LinkedIn profile. Now, why am I so obsessed with LinkedIn and why am I driving this home to my clients? Well, the reason is a lot of influencers and content creators, they want to work with brands. And what they don't realize is that brands actually hang out on LinkedIn. That's where they're at. When you're thinking of a PR director or a marketing director, or even PR coordinators, people that are working on client services with the brands that they want to work with, chances are they're on LinkedIn. And so many of influencers and content creators focus on Instagram and focus their, on creating the content, but utilizing and leveraging a space like LinkedIn is important, especially when it comes to brand partnerships. It's important because it's showing your professional side. And believe it or not, because I've worked with hotels and tourism boards on their influencer marketing campaign, I want to work with influencers and creators that give me that professional feeling because it makes me feel safe. Believe it or not, those influencers and content creators that come from a corporate background tend to be almost better equipped to deal with corporate people because they know how it all rolls. So for today's video, I'm going to go through a list of tips that you guys can do to optimize your profile and really stand out in the LinkedIn space as a creator. So my first tip is going to be make sure you have a good profile photo. Now, we talk about this in another video about optimizing your Instagram bio. The profile photo is like your headshot. And again, your profile photo that you use on LinkedIn should be the same that you use on Instagram, YouTube, and all other social media platforms. Remember, you don't want to have different photos. It's confusing. You want to have one headshot that actually is used on all your profiles. It's just way better that way. And just some tips in terms of the type of headshots that you should use. People often say looking at the camera, smiling, wide open eyes, and not far away. You want something close up so that it's easier to identify you. My second tip is add a background photo. LinkedIn gives you a space to add a background photo. Now you may be thinking, what should I add? What should I even put back there? There are a variety of different ideas. I would definitely suggest an image that reflects your niche. This would probably be a really good place to start because you want people to be able to connect. Okay, she has a travel style photo, this must mean her niche is travel. Or a foodie photo, she's a food blogger. Again, the idea is to just have a really engaging background photo that looks nicely with your profile pic to help you stand out and help your profile page just look better. Another tip that I love is using the summary space in your LinkedIn profile as a really great way to get people to get to know you and to stand out. So one of the things that you'll notice when you actually go into LinkedIn and read about how do people talk about themselves, before you even get into optimizing your profile, go and search other people. Just do some investigative research, read the tone, read the captions, the summaries, see what comes across. I was working with a client during one-on-one coaching and we were optimizing her LinkedIn profile and she was like, should I write it in the third person or the first person? So the third person would sound something like this. Let me make up a name, Samantha. Samantha is a skilled travel photographer who has visited over 35 countries, okay? Or the first person would be something like, my name's Samantha, and I love to create killer content. Okay, I just made that up on the spot. But the point is your tone and how you position yourself will kind of determine how people feel about you. If you write in the first person, which is from your point of view, I think it humanizes you and helps people connect with you. But a lot of people also like to choose the third person type of voice where they separate themselves and they talk about themselves in the third person. Ultimately, there's no right or wrong, but definitely use a summary space to let people connect with you. And just to add for the summary section, I think having it read like a story is really a great and engaging way to captivate someone. And remember, you can send your summary to other people, get feedback. You don't have to always stick with whatever it is that you write. Ask people, did this entice you? Was this engaging? What did you think? Get that feedback. I know with our group coaching, which I'll include a link below to that, we have accountability buddies. So people in group ask each other for this sort of feedback. So whether you do it with us or you do it on your own group coach, own accountability systems, get that feedback so that you can make sure that your summary really stands out. Another tip to optimize your LinkedIn profile, guys, is keywords. Now, if you've worked with me in any way, I'm a little bit of a keyword stickler. I'm quite strict, and I think that we really need to know who our audience is, right? And this goes for LinkedIn too. You need to know who your end person is. You need to know who you're talking to, and then think, what would this person search? How do I get them to land on me? So if I'm trying to work with brands, maybe I'm going to put in some keywords like content creator or travel content creator or travel influencer. If I'm trying to, sell my consulting services because I'm a wardrobe stylist and I want to sell one-on-one, consultings, then you're going to want to use those, those keywords that are going to help that person find you. Don't use keywords that are irrelevant to you, and use them in your profile to really help you, again, be searchable. And this goes to another tip on a video that I did on how to grow your network. I'll also link that video for you guys. Grow your network. That video goes through all the different ways that you can grow your network, so I won't be going through that in this video. But growing your network is obviously a really great tip to making sure your profile looks good, is engaging, and helps you meet the right people. Another tip for your LinkedIn profile that I absolutely love is to highlight those endorsements. Now, endorsements, guys, are just like testimonials. And again, if you've worked with me or watched my videos, I am all about testimonials. I love them, I love them, I love them. And the cool thing about LinkedIn, because it's like your virtual resume, you can ask brand partners or you can ask anyone that you work with to endorse you right away. And make sure that the endorsements that you're showing on your profile are the ones that you want people to see. The ones that are like, maybe your friends endorsed you for something silly or whatever. Don't highlight those. Actually, remove those. Only highlight the ones that really speak to your brand, to what it is that you're selling, and use this space. Use LinkedIn. Use the endorsements, those testimonials, to help you get future work. Another tip that I absolutely love is using the services section within LinkedIn to highlight the services you offer. Now, so many influencers and content creators freelance. You guys do tons of freelance gigs. So use this as an opportunity to fill out this section and highlight all those freelance jobs that you do. This is a great place to show your, are you a consultant? Are you a web designer, graphics? Like, what type of freelance work can you do? Because you never know who's looking at your profile. And I always say this, that you never know how people find your brand. Maybe the first time they've ever seen you is through your LinkedIn. Maybe they've never seen your Instagram or your YouTube. So by showing them on your LinkedIn immediately what it is that you offer, it's a great way to just like state the facts and not feel like you need to, Instagram isn't really like a place where you sell your services, right? It feels weird, but LinkedIn is. So use it to your, to your advantage. Another tip I want to share with you guys, which I really love, and I would love to see more content creators and influencers do more of, is to post and reshare strategic content. So what do I mean by this? I want you guys to share things that you align with, whether it's your values or things that are happening current, in current events potentially, or things that you want other brands to see. So for example, if you're a content creator and you reshare like a really smart influencer marketing article, if a brand lands on your page, they're like, oh, like they're sharing really valuable content. They know their worth. Again, you don't want to share things that have nothing to do with your brand. You want to share things that you want to align yourself with. So think strategically when you're making those updates. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you need help optimizing your LinkedIn profile, I would be happy to do so. I will leave a link below so you can book a one-on-one with us. And we also have group coaching, which is another great way to get all your materials audited. And I'll also leave a link to that. Hopefully you guys will subscribe to our channel if you don't already, and I will see you in the next video.